I'm Amy Rofale with the Jerusalem Connection Red Alert Report. Worldwide anti-Semitism. It's not my problem. Or is it? I want to update you on some topics I brought up a few weeks ago, including the July 4th anti-Jewish rally sanctioned and permitted by the London government in a Jewish community that was basically to protest the Jewish presence in England. Interestingly and thankfully, there was a countermeasure to offer support for the Jewish community, and that resulted in an eclectic group of secular and religious groups providing a counter-protest, and those numbers exceeded the original protesters tenfold. So this is a good thing. However, the authorities there in North London have noted that there were 1,168 attacks against Jews in the UK last year, and that has doubled since the year before. What are some other examples? Well, some worldwide examples include the fact that the United States just entered into an agreement with Iran, a nation who has avowed publicly to wipe Israel off the map, and they have now a road to the bomb, although that is being debated, but the particulars certainly indicate that. So this is an existential threat to the state of Israel, so it is certainly, by definition, anti-Semitic. Of course, there's the UN's constant barrage of criticism to the state of Israel, with often fabricated examples, while they don't offer the same criticism of concrete examples of human rights violators in other nations. Then there was Toronto, July 2015, where there was a permitted protest against the state of Israel, where the signage was, by definition, probably hate speech. They were comparing the Israel government to the Nazis. What else is going on? The International Business Times has reported in July of 2015 that in France there's been a doubling of anti-Semitic attacks on Jews since the Charlie Hebdo attack, and an overall 84% uptick in anti-Jewish activity. The U.S. News and World Report noted in April of 2015 that Pew Research saw that the level of anti-Semitic crime and harassment has increased worldwide to its highest rate in 7 years. 34 out of 45 European nations have documented anti-Jewish crimes and harassments. So why is this my problem? Why is it your problem? Why do we as Americans, or people living in a free world, care about these political notions and protests? Because these things attack the very value system, the accountability that we have for ourselves, and our belief in God. And this is at the crosshairs of totalitarianism, both secular, that is Nazi-like or Stalin-like, as well as theocratically, the Islamist fascists, the terrorist groups, various theocracies that systemically persecute folks of other religions and beliefs. Christians are already sharing in this persecution, in a soft tyranny in the United States and a hard tyranny in the Middle East by the hands of governments that have anti-Christian or anti-non-Muslim laws, as well as ISIS, who is openly murdering Christians and Jews. Our godly call is to love all humanity and to provoke our Jewish cousins in a jealousy for a love for God. The Hebrew nation was established as a beacon to the world to show humanity who God is. And Christians were continued with that task after the coming of Christ. This beacon is slowly being snuffed out by a sense of disengagement and apathy by the free world, by folks who are Christians and Jews. Those who fight for human rights often do so unwittingly, as agents of the very demonic spirit that fuels anti-Semitism and anti-Christian movements. So our job is to educate ourselves, to seek the truth, and to inform. Silence in the face of evil is itself evil. God will not hold us guiltless. Not to speak is to speak, not to act is to act. These are the words of Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Martin Niemöller, who's a prominent Protestant pastor in World War II era, spent 7 years in a concentration camp for his outspoken writings against Adolf Hitler. He admitted and regretted his earlier anti-Semitic years. His words are etched into the Holocaust Museum in Jerusalem. A Christian pastor's words are highlighted in this Israeli museum. He has a successions of poetic lines wherein folks of all different philosophies are being taken away by the government. And he keeps saying that he did not speak up for them because he was not a part of it. His final lines ring true, as true today as they did then. They came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. Shabbat Shalom.